well, I won't spoil it. I won't tell you what that was right now. But yes, it's the MCA Ringside Hangouts where you guys hang out with us at ringside, and we just chill, and we have a good time. And Anthony, how you doing, brother?
Hey, people, man. Hell in a Cell wasn't too bad, but we'll get into that. We'll get into our great things about the pay-per-view and our complaints. But yeah, I'm actually not that bad. I'm not pissed off like I am after Raw or SmackDown or after that last fucking pay-per-view, No Mercy. So I will say that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing too. Like that's rare for us to not be pissed off after a WWE pay-per-view because it's become so much of the norm now. It's actually pretty fucking sad. But Trey, how you doing, man? That's actually the big thing I'm worried about because you're always freaking the fuck out over Raw.
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with this pay-per-view. I'm okay, but we'll jump into it.
Oh yes.
But I'm not mad. I just feel like Raw has broken me, and no pun intended with the whole Matt Hardy thing. I know you're gonna jump on me about that, but that's not what I mean, Nick. Raw has just broken me.
No, man. Hey, you know what, man? I would actually accept that the whole broken memes and the fucking like stupid gimmick right now because I'm actually kind of happy too. I didn't see the whole thing though. I missed the first hour. But the thing is, apparently I missed like Bayley versus fucking Dana Brooke, and then like this ridiculous CWC 6-man tag, which they could have picked better people to do that match. I don't know why they chose the people they did, but you know.
That's the thing. It's like I think they picked the people that they did on purpose just so they could get the experience and the matches, and just learn to work with each other too. Because like the ones that's in the match, I forgot they was even in the CWC like roster. Like they even had them because you rarely see them on fucking television. So that was just like, oh, they're still here. So I guess they just do it. And the ones that's the funny thing about it. The ones that's actually in the 6-man tag match, the ones that they don't show on TV, is actually better than the ones that actually do show on TV. Like the guy Cedric, his fucking finisher is fucking amazing. Like I want to see more of it and more of these people in this match too. It's kind of like basketball. It's like how the people on the bench are better than the people that's actually playing on the goddamn court.
That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me too. Is like all these guys are very capable of being in those main matches. I mean, Grand Metalik. I think was he in this match or no?
Was he?
No.
Okay.
It was Cedric Alexander, Lance Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Tommy Nese, Drew Gallagher, and Arya Daivari.
When we say Drew Gallagher, I'm thinking of Drew Galloway. I was like, oh, he's back. Damn.
I wish.
Shit, me too, man. But no, like CWC, they're doing good. Like this match was actually okay. I gotta say, Cedric Alexander. I almost said Cedric the Entertainer. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, fuck, but dude.
Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze there. But no, yeah, that finisher, man. Let me put this up again. Boom. Oh wait, no, that's just the roll up. Yeah, that's just the roll up. But no, it's just like finisher where he like fucking lands on his knees, like that Carlito.
That shit. Fuck.
No, dude. Like, that was a Carlito on steroids move, man. That was fucking ridiculous. And
shit.
I don't know. The thing is, man, I feel like this should have been something that like opened up towards like that match with TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick. Like imagine like them not moving the ropes for one. That'd be nice, like convenient timing to have the ropes together and not be fucking around with it. So I think that would have been perfect. Especially just like the high pace of this. Like you have this high pace match, and then you had Bayley versus Dana Brooke, and Bayley's like she has an injury or she's faking the injury. I don't know what the fucking deal is. But it was so slow pace, and you have something like this right before it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a weird mixture. It's like they don't belong together.
I think that's good because I think actually before the whole Bayley thing, just to just show you a comparison of the different styles. You got this fast pace, cruiserweight going on, and then actually right after this was the Rusev match, which was the first Hell in a Cell, which I had said these guys they don't move that fast, and that kind of helped and hindered the match style because it's like they're not big guys that can move fast, like Vader or one of my favorite big guys, Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh yeah. But he can move. They can move. But Rusev and Roman Reigns, they're a little bit slow. So I guess that's why they mixed it up like that. But this match was kind of a little meh. I guess I talk about it. It's a little bit meh. But it was one cool spot that actually took advantage of that whole slow pace. Is when Roman Reigns was in the Accolade. Rusev had him in the Accolade. And I was just like, okay, he's on the stairs. I know we've seen this on Raw. Nick, you had pointed out, this is fucking stupid. Why are they doing this?
Yeah, I was pissed.
But, yeah, you was like, that's fucking stupid. What is he going to do? Give him more leverage? But what they actually did in Hell in a Cell is actually Rusev had, this metal chain, and he actually used this metal chain to pull back Roman Reigns' head into the accolade, and it made it look so fucking brutal. It made it like that was the best spot in the entire match because it was just like it showed you, like I said, two big guys just brawling at each other. Like it showed like how visceral Rusev was, and I'm just like, damn, that's good.
The one thing too, when I first saw like the stills from this, I was like, oh shit! So I guess Kane is on Raw now. That's pretty cool. I really don't like his attire. I feel like I guess it's red because of Raw, but it's like I don't know. For one, if Ruthless was here right now, he'd be like, "Yo, man, look, that shit's unfair. That doesn't make sense. He's not D'Lo Brown. What the fuck, man?" No, but Trey, what you think of this match, man? I know like you don't like the slow pacing matches either, just like me. But like, what did you think of Rusev versus Roman Reigns?
Well, I missed the first hour of Raw. So,
really? So
I mean, not Raw. Me. Sorry, I missed the first hour of Hell in a Cell.
No, you said it right the first time, Trey.
He did that shit on purpose, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, I missed the first hour. So I don't know. I caught the end of it, and I thought it was just pretty but yeah, it was probably okay for a Roman Reigns match because it's a Hell in a Cell, and I'm assuming every match that's normally mediocre goes up by 5%. So.
One thing I think this match definitely needed a Hell in a Cell around it. The whole New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro, because this match had a very weird ending for one. We'll get into that right now, but like, don't you guys think that New Day kind of deserves a big brutal battle at this point? Like, I feel like they've been here long enough. They deserve like a huge stipulation, something.
Well, for one, it's just like, and not even like I noticed it, and I finally asked Trey, "What the hell is the deal with it?" But I was just like, okay, who actually won tag team titles? And I think it's actually Big E and Kofi. But sometimes you see. Though. No, I'm talking about not this match, but I'm talking just like period. The first time they won it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time. But apparently, Trey told me that they go by the Freebirds rule where anybody in the New Day team could defend it. So I'm just like, how would that dynamic work in a Hell in a Cell? It'd be pretty much kind of like what we're going to get into later, the Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins situation, where it'd be kind of like 3-on-2.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be kind of weird. Unless it was 3-on-3.
Yeah, but still, like then, like what? You're gonna make like a third belt, and it's like, yeah, it's the actually, dude, no, that would be fucking badass. The World Faction Championships.
That would get WWE to make more factions, what they could use a lot. Like, I love factions. Every time they do it, they actually do it pretty well. But yeah, it'd be, I don't know.
Because it would give you a reason to have belts on somebody forever. Like, imagine like New Day, the only faction, and then all of a sudden Wyatt family comes like, oh no, and you just feud all year. Fuck yeah, dude.
Man, they get lucky with the factions, though, man. Come on, Nick. They could barely get the fucking tag teams right.
That's true. Like, I mean, look at the League of Nations. That shit was fucking horrible. That's why we have Sheamus and Cesaro right now. Is because of how bad League of Nations was. And the commentators were talking about how bad that was, by the way. It was actually pretty funny. But, Trey, do you actually like the whole Sheamus and Cesaro thing, man? Because I'm loving this shit, especially like the Facebook live streams and whatnot. Like, I'm loving this.
Hell no.
What?
This whole Cesaro Sheamus thing is stupid as hell. Like, I okay, it's no secret. On the show, I said I was super mad of the way their series ended, and just for it to be with them as a tag team when they don't even like each other, it pisses me off. However, Xavier Woods did do a mean burn to Cesaro and Sheamus, which I found pretty hilarious because somebody on Reddit made a custom title belt for Sheamus and Cesaro, I guess, found it on Reddit, and he posted on his Facebook page. And Xavier Woods actually responded back by saying, "Oh, that's cute, but you couldn't even beat us with a tag team partner that you liked, but that's none of our business." And it was a gif of Tyson Kidd sipping tea. I was just like, wow. Damn, that is a burn.
That is actually awesome.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tyson Kidd's at the house right now, all fucked up. Like, yeah, man, you guys are fucking dicks. Like,
it did.
Your bullshit.
That would have been hilarious if Cesaro actually Facebook back and says, "Yeah, Kofi, what about Air Boom?"
Oh, damn. That actually would be hilarious. By the way, too, I wanted to bring this up really quick because I'm about to actually bring up the CWC match with Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins. But looking this up, man, this whole Raw, like WWE Raw Talk, whatever the fuck it's called, this shit looks weird. That background does not look welcoming at all. That red bloody fucking.
When I seen that, Nick, I was like, "Oh shit, they're using the same background and stage that they use for the Stone Cold podcast."
Oh no, no, I think they are actually.
No, they are. I think they are.
They are.
I was just like, wow, they're reusing sets, just like the pay-per-view stage sets. Ain't that nice? I'm still burnt about that shit. WWE, get fucking creative again with the stage sets. God damn it, fuck.
God, but you know what though? I gotta look, dude. Look at this fucking stage set. It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. So, but you know what? I can't blame them. Like, it saves money for a multi-billion-dollar company. I guess they have to save money too, but that's fine.
That's hilarious though, man. I did not notice that until right now, but like, yeah. But the Raw talk. I mean, are you guys interested in watching this later on? Like, as far as like the next pay-per-view, or I think they're doing this every Raw now.
Oh,
hell no. This is totally a ripoff of Talking Smack because they've seen the popularity Talking Smack has had. But the thing is, what they got Renee Young. But here's the thing. Talking Smack has Daniel Bryan, which is the reason why people have been loving Talking Smack, is that Daniel Bryan pretty much shoots on that show. He's not doing kayfabe shit. He's actually shooting against people. And apparently, from what I've been reading on Reddit, because I didn't watch Raw Talk, because fuck it, but Booker T is pretty much being the shoot guy on that show, but it's not the same. Like, it's like, and then you got Lita and Jared the King Lawler as well. It's like, dude, you got 4 people trying to do better than 2 people because Talking Smack just needs 2 people in the guest. But you got 4 people trying to cover 2 people. And if Raw Talk's really going to be an hour, that means we're dealing with 4 hours of Raw. And who the fuck wants to deal with that?
How many people can he fit on screen? Like, I mean, like, Brian Kendrick and his hair is like half the fucking thing. Like, it's just that's the whole room.
his hair right now is doing the shoot right now.
Yeah, there was like, yeah, I hate this fucking guy. I feel like TJ Perkins should have won that match.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, like you said, Trey, like it's like, yeah, this is meh. But what you were telling me, Talking Smack is used to pretty much further storylines or just build them, period. So with them doing this makes me think that Raw wants to get more into that. Like they want to do more building storylines and actually furthering them a little bit more. But like you said, that's almost 4 hours of fucking Raw. Yeah, that's too much.
Especially when you got guys
and the thing is, Anthony, I would agree with your point, but they got 3 hours to do that shit. SmackDown only has 2 hours, so it makes sense for SmackDown to have a talk show.
Ooh, I just realized that. If Raw Talk's an hour, because it was tonight, that means that's 4 hours of fucking wrestling in one setting.
That's what I just said, and that's why I'm pretty pissed off about it.
Yeah.
No,
and then add like Nick, like get this, guys. Add another hour onto it when you get people like fucking Roman Reigns on the mic.
Yeah. Look at that. You can just see the stupidity coming out. That's
believe that.
Yeah, dude,
believe that, boy.
That's some fucking great ass pause right there. Make that thumbnail. Hell in a Cell.
Man, I feel bad. Like, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That's gonna be the thumbnail, though.
Before you, Nick, before you move on, though, just wanted to say that finish with the tag team match because I don't even think we mentioned it. But yeah, the tag team match, I think it's ended. Okay, Trey, help me wrap my mind around this. It ended in the DQ because I think Kofi Kingston hit Cesaro on the outside of the stage, or was it?
No. Okay. Here's what happened.
Okay.
Sheamus, Cesaro had the sharpshooter on Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus was outside trying to make sure that nobody could stop Xavier Woods from tapping out. Mm-hmm. So he hits Big E with the trombone, but then out of nowhere, Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise. Around the same time, Xavier Woods tapped out, but apparently before Xavier Woods tapped out, the Trouble in Paradise hit, and the referee saw it. So by DQ, because Kofi Kingston hit Sheamus with the Trouble in Paradise, that's why the New Day kept the titles, which is bullshit. Bullshit because for one, how can you time a tap out with Trouble in Paradise? 2, how did the referee even see that when he was too busy focusing on the seeing if Xavier was tapped out. Like it just seemed like they went off the walls to make the New Day keep the title so they can pass the Demolition's record.
Like, okay, Trey, even what you explained in that is the most convoluted ending to a wrestling match that I ever heard. That is more convoluted than the fucking story to Kingdom Hearts. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, like that's the thing. Wow. That's what's so fucking ridiculous is the fact that they don't really need to do all that bullshit. Like,
dudes, I got a headache. I got a headache just explaining that shit.
The thing is too, and like, you know, I'm over here looking at the shit. I was actually thinking like, oh, they got disqualified for Xavier Woods doing like a flip or whatever because, and then we go back to the scene. Xavier Woods does his flip, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's a disqualification. He's not on the team. He never wrestled with them. And then that stupid ass Freebirds rule, like that's confusing in itself, man. To know that like when they get into the ring, they're having a match. I don't know who the fuck's gonna be in it. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that because it's like a callback to the old school when the Freebirds did it. But I can get that as well because it's like you never knew who's going to defend it. It can be any three of them. Like they can switch roles, even though Kofi and Big E are who won it originally. Like legit, they're the ones supposed to be the champions. But
it's going to be kind of cheating. It's kind of a little cheating. Just like when you think about it from like a logical sense. Granted, this is WWE. I mean, we had fucking RoboCop save somebody one day. So it's just like, yeah, like logic goes out the damn window. But at the same time, when you think about it logically, somebody's always going to be fresh. Like Kofi Kingston, if he gets like a little bit hurt, he can't defend the title. Like he can't be a champion. He can like just put in Xavier Woods and he can fight for him. And it's always going to be like a fresh guy, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, New Day, I feel like, you know, that was convoluted. That was fucking stupid. But at the same time, I am actually glad that they did beat Demolition's fucking thing because no one knows who Demolition is, and they weren't that great. They were cool. They were WWE's version of the Legion of Doom, or the Road Warriors, because Legion of Doom was a WWF property. We won't get into that though. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like you know that need to be broken. You know, if you're gonna bring Ric Flair's 16 thing with fucking John Cena, who had like match or title reigns that lasted like 10 minutes. I mean, dude, like that dude literally won belts and then got a Money in the Bank cashed in. Like, fuck that shit. That should not count. You know, so it's like, you know what? Go ahead and beat the record. New Day deserves it, and I love them. I'm a big fan. So, fuck it. But this shit, honestly, I wasn't a fan of. I know you guys like this stuff. I know you guys like your CWC. You know, that's cool. Yeah. I feel like this was your typical generic, like, indie match. I really did not like this match, guys.
Okay. Trey, you go first in telling why Nick is fucking wrong.
Go ahead.
Well, the pacing in this match was actually just as good as any of the CWC matches. I mean, was it CWC level? I would say no, but this has to be the best match Brian Kendrick and TJ Perkins have put on since they've come to the main roster. It wasn't just the generic CWC kind of match you see on Raw. It actually felt like a big match feel. With the CWC title, and this made me actually excited for the future of the CWC if they can just keep this up on Raw. The only thing I can complain about was the ending. The ending was very weak, and I don't know if they're going to play that into the whole TJ Perkins letting Brian Kendrick win thing. But besides the ending, I thought this match was great.
Yeah, the ending was really bad. I feel like the selling of it was really bad, and I don't really have any clips to show you guys of the selling. But basically what happened is Brian Kendrick was on the ground going, ouch, ooh, I can't move, etc. And then, you know, TJ Perkins, who, by the way, Kendrick has been fucking with TJ Perkins every Raw for, like, you know, like the last, like the build-up or whatever. Like, he's like, hey, man, like, I need this. You know, my family, they're starving, you know. Like, I got, like, you know, baby shit all over the place. We need diapers. It's fucked up. Can you please come help me? Like, you know. And Brian Kendrick or TJ walked over there. I'm getting confused. Too many white boys. No, I'm just playing. No. But, yeah, TJ goes over there, gets into one of those choking-ass crossfaces. Like, that shit looked brutal as fuck, man. And the match ended. But, I don't know, man. Anthony, what did you think of this match, brother?
No, I would agree with Trey. Like, the pacing, that's the only thing that when they first brought the whole CWC division to WWE, that was one of my biggest complaints. It didn't have the same pacing. It didn't have the same ring psychology. You didn't feel like these guys, like, they built them up in CWC. Like, these guys know their craft. They've been studying wrestling, like, ever since they were 16. You know, you always hear that story. Yeah. When they got to WWE, you seemed like that was a little bit watered down or toned down. So that's the only thing. But this match and both CWC matches in Hell in a Cell both had that same pacing. But the only thing is the 6-man tag match had a better finish than this one. I will agree with that. But the only thing that the finish, it was weak, but it gets me excited because of the story potentials. Because it's like, okay, in the story, TJ Perkins, he's like learned a valuable life lesson. He's learned like people is going to screw you over. You can't use your feelings. So this is going to be cool because we all agree that WWE does better when characters go for the belt rather than, actually having the belt. I mean, the same thing, look at Dean Ambrose. So I feel like they can actually build up TJ Perkins as like a really good, hungry face. He's going for the belt. It's like a hero and villain dynamic, Batman and Joker. It's like, God damn it, Brian Kendrick, I will get that belt from you. So I'm happy about the story possibilities they can do. Will WWE do it? Probably not.
I feel like they will because I think that they're hearing people complain about the CWC division, and they're like, listen, like we gotta do something cool. Kendrick, TJ, take this shit away. The thing is, I'm telling you, I really, really want to see Grand Metalik go again against TJ. And now I know for sure we're not going to get that. Now I know we're going to get the same shit by Kendrick and TJ. And that's the thing with WWE. They stay on shit way too long. I feel like this shit's going to get boring, especially with the storyline and everything. But at the same time, this match, I will say this match is up there with one of the best matches of the night. But no, it did not get match of the night for me. We will talk about that in a little bit too as well. But like I said, man, it was cool. These guys tried their fucking hardest. I mean, they were really doing some good shit. I just feel like WWE told them, hey, you know what, don't have the best match of the show because we're going to save that for later on. Okay. I think that's pretty crucial. But yeah, man, next up, God, I'm like running out of ideas of like what happened on the show. Like, I'm actually really just wanting to talk about that goddamn main event.
Let's get into it, Nick.
Let's just get into it then, man. Yeah, so first off, I have a complaint to make, like always. Did you guys just get sick of hearing this?
You sound like Sly, one of our season shit. I have a confession to make.
Go ahead, man. Man, these entrances, bro. Come on.
No.
Come on, Nick. God. Come on,
this
man.
shit was fucking stupid, man.
No.
Okay, why?
Dude, I loved it, Nick. It lived up to the Queen gimmick. Like, I actually thought that her entrance was pretty amazing. Like, hers was way better than Sasha's because Sasha's were just reusing her entrance from NXT Brooklyn from 2 years ago, which I still can't believe it was 2 years ago. But anyway, the whole car thing. But another thing I just thought about is like that entrance with Sasha worked better when she was a heel. Yeah. But it worked better as a heel because back then in NXT Brooklyn she was a heel, but now she's a face. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if that really worked so well. Like, I really didn't see the point of that. Like, she should have just came out as normal, but that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, Charlotte's entrance way better. Like, it made it feel like a big match feel because I was even telling Anthony like they treat it like this is WrestleMania. They're doing special entrances and all this shit.
Yeah.
So.
That's the thing, though. Like, Trey, like, even not like, okay, a WrestleMania, you're supposed to like bring out all the hits, but still, wrestling has always like reason why we love it is like they built these characters as they're larger than life. So having like Charlotte come out as a queen, like she's regal and stuff like that, pretty much going off the shades of Ric Flair, her father, but just a little bit of twist, just a little bit of lemon squeeze, just to spice it up a little bit. And I'm just like, that's cool. You're building up Charlotte. She's the woman. She's the woman of the women's revolution. So I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
I love that kick. She's
I know. Right?
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like they was fighting on the fucking like playground and shit. Bitch!
Yeah. And people, I had a lot more clips, but I can't show them because WWE doesn't like me. They're like, hey, man, you break the rules too much, right, man?
Don't tell him, Nick. Don't tell him. We love you. WWE base guy. We love you.
WWE, listen, WWE, y'all fucked up with y'all. Like what you guys tell me not to do, okay? Like, hey man, I'm just trying to play a video, all right? God damn it! But with that said, and by the way, too, I'm looking up more clips to find the right one I want to talk about. But I stumbled upon this greatness: her running to the fucking cage like Spider-Man. That was amazing.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
But she almost fucked up.
Yeah, that spot right there, Jesus, that was a strong spot.
No, but you guys saw that she almost fucked up. Like she almost clotheslined her with the vagina, man. She was like. Are you too heavy? Go fuck.
She was like, "Get the coating." No, that was cool. And even the commentators had to mention, she's like, "Man, she's like Spider-Man or Spider-Woman." But yeah, it was a lot of these actually kind of cool spots mixed with some like weird ass spots. Like, for one, what the fuck was up with that table? Did that table quit? It was like, I think that table like quit at the end of like the whole company. I think he was like, yeah, fuck this. Y'all need to like write on my retirement plan right now.
Hey, you put me on the Hall of Fame right now.
It's like right now. I didn't sign up for that shit. Like, yes, like Nick said, she almost slipped on like a banana peel.
Peel.
Yeah,
Actually, I have to show this. Hopefully we don't get in trouble, man. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. But people, yeah, you guys see this shit. Like,
yeah. Slip. This shit didn't even break.
Dude, I love that shit. That was hilarious, man.
I was like, wow. Like, what, Nick, the perfect way to describe it is what you called it. That is the most comfortable table break I ever seen.
Oh, man, it was amazing. Like, one more time for people, man.
One more time.
Like,
Just
even the noise it made was like.
Wow, man.
That's a damn shame.
That table didn't sell. It didn't do the job.
It was unfortunate, man. But like I said, I could watch that shit all day, though, man. That shit's amazing. Just and then her face, like, just God damn it.
Oh man, I told Vince to get the tables, not from fucking Family Dollar. Damn it.
It's like, oh, Home Depot, you did it again. Back to Lowe's.
Back to Lowe's. Back to Lowe's.
What if there's an advertisement of Lowe's popping up like, hey, like, if you don't want this shit to happen, go to Lowe's.
Get better tables that actually crack, which is actually the opposite of good selling. But no, it was like actually a lot of hot spots like this. But Trey, you will agree with me that the finish for this match was like, okay.
Yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst. Like, okay. Like, we all agreed that the very beginning of the match started off hype as hell, besides that whole Mick Foley bullshit. Yeah. But then, like, after all that, like, it got exciting again. You're like, yeah. And then the chair spots and, like, was awesome. I think the table spot pretty much slowed everything down. But then, like, after everything, like, the stuff with the cage, they actually used the cage, which was awesome. Like, hell, their Hell in a Cell match was better than the one Triple H and Undertaker did at WrestleMania 28, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was better than that shit because they actually used the cage. But then you get that finish and you're just like, what? Like, you threw her and then natural selection? Like, that was worse. And it was done awkwardly, too. Yeah, and it just gave fodder to wrestle with the plot, which I'm totally not looking at right now.
That's the thing, Trey. It's like I think that's becoming like a trend with like Charlotte's like matches. Like she's trying to build herself up as like this regal, powerful lady that's leading the Divas Revolution, as they call it, or the Women's Revolution. But it's just like how you win your matches. They keep winning in like these weird ass finishes. Like back in SummerSlam, I want to say it was SummerSlam. I might be wrong, but she won the match with like a big boot. And I had asked her because it was like I think that was actually the first pay-per-view I watched when I was coming back to watch wrestling with you guys to be on the podcast. And I was like, Trey, was that her finisher? He was like, nah.
Okay, so real quick, so what's her finisher? Is it a figure eight? Or like what is
it's the spear? It's a spear figure eight.
No, okay, so she just doesn't have one.
Okay.
Because you can't just give her like, no, her finisher is a suplex, a boot, chair shot, rock bottom, and people's elbow.
No, Charlotte's finisher is the spear. She finishes people with either the spear, the figure eight, or the natural selection, which is the move she used to defeat Sasha. But it was just done very weak. Like,
guys, is it bad that I want to go play 2K17 and figure out what the fuck it is? Like,
is her special? Go to the customized, like make a finisher and shit. Just look down. Natural selection. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh man. Okay, have you guys done that shit though? When you guys don't
No, I have. No, I totally have. Like I said, like Nick, I had brought up before. Like I actually wanted to see what they actually called Cesaro's move because they always say that shit like something else. And I looked up. I was trying to see if it was called Swiss Army knife. That's what he calls it, right? The Swiss what does he call it?
No, I think that's it. But like, that's just such a stupid ass name.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife, and then he calls it Swiss Army knife. But when you look in the game, it's actually called very European uppercut. But you actually told me that's the proper name.
That's the proper name,
like,
but it's like,
just like what the hell? So man, dude, you could be going to fucking like WWE 2K17 and actually look up fucking Charlotte's special, and that shit is like named something else.
I know, but like that's equivalent to like how CM Punk had like the GTS, but like the proper name is.
Luke Cage. No.
No, man, but like I said, I think the match was cool, and I was trying to find clips. Basically, they did a powerbomb move. I mean, there's a lot of selling on the show. Like I said, I mean, the TJ Perkins thing, and then Charlotte actually powerbombed Sasha Banks. Like, at first, you feel like they're going to do some Mick Foley shit. Like, Sasha Banks climbing the cage, and then she actually lowers down. It's kind of funny. Like, she got scared. She's like, oh, shit, that's fucking we're really high off the ground. And Charlotte powerbombs her through a table, and it's like, okay, that's a cool spot. That was a good way to start the match. They even started fighting before the cell came down, which was awesome. I love that spot.
Yeah.
But then
exactly.
It gets to a point where, like, she's literally limping. Like, I understand a minute. Like, dude, you just took a big-ass powerbomb. Like, that's cool. But then it gets to a point where it's like it's like fucking 3 minutes of her limping around. Then she falls down, and she looks like she's able to fight. Like, she's, like, trying to fight them off. Like, don't touch me. I want to keep going. Then she lays there, like, peacefully as they put her on the stretcher. And then they let her, like, wheel her off a little bit. Now it's like at 10 minutes now. Like, it's taking a fucking while. Then she gets off the stretcher, punches the crap out of a referee, and beats the hell out of Charlotte, just like, Mick Foley did when, the whole, he was stretchered out. Now, like, I think it was done better than the Mick Foley thing, but you're trying to do the Mick Foley thing. You're trying to do a rip-off of it, and it's not as... It's forced. It's forced as hell.
Like, don't tread ground. Do something different. Like, you can literally cut that whole segment out of the match, and it would be 10 times better. Like it just be so better.
Digging it. Me and Trey were screaming, like, dude, that's badass. Like, you were there, Anthony.
Yeah, no, I was with you guys when she like power bombed her. I had to ask you guys. I was like, wait a minute, this is just the start of the match, right? Like, this shit just started, and they coming out the gate really strong. Like you said, they about to climb the fucking top of the cage, the power bomb through the fucking Spanish announce table. And I'm just like, holy shit! If this is what you got in store right now at the beginning, I can't wait to see what you guys got like later on in the match. And then you drop the ball.
I mean, honestly, it made that fucking Stone Cold Vince McMahon shit look bad. Like, this was like this Stone Cold match or whatever. Like, this was ass compared to this match. So I think that was pretty cool. This is actually one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches because. Yeah. It did, as far as like the PG era goes, because there wasn't any blood, but man, they used the fuck out of that cage though. I mean, it was really cool.
No, it was really cool, and like I said, and I know we shitting on the whole stretcher thing, her act and her selling. After they got the match right on the road again, it actually brought back up and actually had some pretty good spots. I mean, like the one we showed you with the Spider-Man, some great spots where they're actually using the cage, when using some chairs. So they put on the show. A good job, and we have to acknowledge that this is, other than NXT, because I think they did it, Trey had told me. But as for like WWE, like main show WWE pay-per-views, this is again the first main event Divas match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, history.
That's also in the Hell in a Cell. So this is pretty historic and groundbreaking.
Also,
that's not NXT respect.
And by the way, in NXT they did Steel Cage, so they didn't even do a Hell in a Cell. Like, this is, I know they look the same. They're very, very similar, but. Yeah, Steel Cage, different than Hell in a Cell. They never did Hell in a Cell in NXT, and I cannot wait till the day they do that shit. They probably won't, though. That arena is small. Hell in a Cell will encase, like, the fans, too. Like, that fucking place is tiny. But
that shit is like in school or college. Like, that shit ain't gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a great match. For me, personally, and I want to ask you guys this, too, but this was my match of the night. What about you guys?
And I don't know if we want to go into it. No, you know what? I won't go into it yet, because, Trey, you go first.
Oh.
No, Trey, go ahead.
Well, you guys caught me off guard on this.
Yeah. I understand, but at the same time, there were some good matches, but
no, it was some good matches. Like, Trey, if you don't have it, I guess I'll just go there. But like, match of the night to me, this was good, but I still really think, granted, because that was the theme of the night. Great matches, but bad finishes. But this one with Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, especially with the beginning, really fucking good. Really, really fucking good. Both guys came out this match looking strong. really great stuff with the cage. Like you said, every match was using the cage. Even the slower matches like Rusev and Roman Reigns, they was using the cage. But this one actually really used the cage, other weapons and stuff. It was brutal. Like, it was a point where just Kevin Owens just fucking threw Seth Rollins into the damn cage. I'm just like, God damn, that looked bad. So that was really cool. The table spot that Seth Rollins did. And it was kind of funny too, because maybe it was just me, but I actually thought that Kevin Owens had fucked up the match when he got the fire extinguisher, and he had sprayed the referee. He was like, "Fuck!" But you hear like actually censored out. I was just like, "Wait a minute, did Kevin Owens actually fuck up the match?"
Yeah.
But as you can see, it was actually planned as Chris Jericho ran his fucking ass with his list. No, I'm kidding. No, ran his ass into the cage, Hell in a Cell, and actually it turned into pretty much a handicap match from there. I was like, it went down to me, like in ratings, like in terms of like the match, because I'm just like, you didn't need to do it. But, and for that reason, when Chris Jericho came in there, he won. But it was still some pretty cool spots like that. It fucking like Kevin Owens did this DDT on a steel chair that was like nasty. It was like,
that DDT was just like, God damn.
Shit. I was like, man, that looked amazing. And then the power bomb right after that on the chairs, which made him get the victory from that. So that's probably going to keep the rivalry going. You know, you didn't beat me. It was a handicap match and all that. So I guess it made story-wise sense because, you know, Seth Rollins, he comes out that match looking strong, really fucking strong. So he still looks like a Apple competitor, still looks like a really good competitor. But I guess you can still keep the belt on Kevin Owens so you can keep the rivalry going, I guess. That actually really gets me thinking, how long are they going to stretch this out, though?
I have no idea. And that's the thing, man.
No idea.
This match was slow. For me, I think it was like on par with the slowness and the pace of Rusev versus Roman Reigns. The only difference is I actually give a fuck about these guys. I don't like the fact that it became a handicap match later on. I know it makes sense, and the thing is, as a wrestling fan, you end up like being kind of educated and taught that when another man comes in the ring and it's so like one-sided, someone's gonna turn heel / face, someone's gonna backstab somebody. And, like, the whole match, I'm just like, okay, what's going to happen? All right, Jericho's going to hit him. All right, what's going to happen? Okay, no, now he hasn't backstabbed him, so now Undertaker's going to show up, or Kane is, or maybe Roman Reigns comes in and saves him, or something needs to happen. It's wrestling. This is WWE. Something needs to happen. It's a title match. Nothing happens. Seth Rollins loses to two really good wrestlers. Duh. And that's it. And it's just like, man, like, you know, like, what a great story. Once upon a time, this dude fought two guys. You guys ask it. You know, I don't think that takes creativity. I think that's just like, of course it's going to happen. You know, he should have had Jericho like outside talking shit, being entertaining, and still had Owens and Rollins have the match. So I don't know, man. I didn't really like that aspect of it, but it was a good match, though. Trey, would you consider this your match of the night? I mean,
you know, like when I was caught off guard, I was like, well. Because I've been back and forth in my mind right now. Because I want to say Sasha versus Charlotte was match of the night. But in the way Anthony reminded me of the spots of the Rollins and Kevin Owens stuff, like that table spot, the chair spot, even the whole segment that Rollins and Kevin Owens had with the clotheslines and just and the super kicks and everything, which is so... was so amazingly done. Like,
he did that fucking like Enziguri, then he came back with that cloak. Man, that was a fucking nice transition.
Yeah. Yes, it was. And Sasha versus Charlotte was more stiff than anything. Like, they even tried to do some New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff with the Sasha versus Charlotte match, where they tried to do the Sasha did the Rainmaker, and it looked horrible. Like, so the more I think about it, I'm like, man, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins was actually better than Sasha versus Charlotte. I mean, Sasha versus Charlotte was good, and they actually used a steel cage and stuff. And as a women's match, to me, they did deliver. Like, I know when our co-host Hovig was like, "Oh, they might not deliver," but I thought they delivered pretty well. But Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins delivered way better than Sasha versus Charlotte. So I think Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins probably should have been the main event, to be honest.
I want to ask you this: when she did the Rainmaker, was it as bad as this? By any chance, was it?
Damn!
No, it wasn't. It was more stiff than anything. Like, I don't know, it was just kind of weird. Like, I did like to shout out to that kind of New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff because It's not the first time somebody's done the Rainmaker in WWE. Dean Ambrose has done it in the past, and I
Not too
thought that was
much
pretty
though. He
cool.
does that shit way too much. Come on, man.
Yeah, but I just think that Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins actually put on a clinic because their match didn't feel as messed up now that I think about it. Than Sasha versus Charlotte because there was just a lot of mess ups they had, and it took away from a match. Like they had too much stuff that took away from the match. There was too many stops. Whereas Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho kept going, and even though the finish I didn't like it, besides the chair thing, and by finish I mean with Chris Jericho interrupting. Like I wish he didn't. Even though I'm loving Chris Jericho, he's pretty much a highlight of Raw since I have to watch Raw because of Boss Man Nick. But I actually think that match was match of the night now.
Wait, what'd you call me, man?
Boss Man Nick.
Boss
Man Nick.
Okay, really quick, man. What the fuck is he doing? I didn't know this before. Look at this shit. Watch this. No, right there. What the fuck?
Oh my god, he likes his nice thing. Like, what the fuck is this again? Oh,
like, I like that nice talk shit like, hey, motherfucker, fuck you. He's like,
it's like, what you saying to me? Huh?
I was actually mad, real quick. I was actually mad at the Hall of Fame that they used his old school theme because his Attitude Era thing was badass.
Yeah, and everyone loves that fucking WCW, or I don't even think it was WCW. It was old. It was like early '90s WWE. But I hate that theme, and everybody loves it, man. Like everybody.
Yeah, I hate it too. I don't like it. I think his Attitude Era theme was better.
I can't remember. Which one did they have in WWE 13? Did they have his Attitude one, or his other one? Okay, never mind. Yeah, because I think he actually liked it, that one. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the matches that was on Hell in a Cell that we really give a fuck about. So ratings. No, I'm kidding.
I will say, for me, I'm gonna make mine quick as balls, man. I really liked some of the matches on here, and I hated a couple of things that happened. I really do not like endings of matches, even if their matches are good. If their ending is stupid, it fucks up the whole thing. I like the fact that the women main evented the show, but it was kind of silly. It's kind of stupid that they ended the way it did. It's just come on, man. So yeah, for me, it's a 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, man, like this is one of the best Raw pay-per-views in a while. And keep in mind, I'm not like comparing this to other pay-per-views of Raw. I'm comparing this as like a regular show. Like if this was a Raw, same rating. You know what I mean? I just want to be entertained, and for me, this is better than most Raws I've seen. Lately. So yeah, it's awesome. Lots of action, lots of fun. But don't watch Raw Talk, people. I'm telling you right now, Raw Talk is fucking bad. But you guys go ahead.
Trey?
Oh, okay. Bayley versus Dana Brooke felt like a Raw match. I'm glad that the club finally won a match. Thank God.
Yeah.
The New Day match had the weakest ending of the night. I know we talked about bad endings, but they had the worst bad ending of the night. Perkins versus Brian Kendrick had a weak ending, but as Anthony said, I'm hoping to see the future of that. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte was pretty good, but they just had a lot of things that slowed down the match that made it my second match of the night now. And I've been back and forth on it all night, so I may change that again if we talk about it tomorrow. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins match of the night was pretty amazing, and I missed the first two matches. All in all, I'm not mad. Like normally, I hate Raw pay-per-views in general because I'm a SmackDown guy. But as for a Raw pay-per-view, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I'm not mad. It got to the point where even with the bad endings, Raw has broken me so much that I couldn't even yell anymore. Like I was laughing crazily. Anthony can confirm. I just couldn't. I just laughed. I was like, it just broke me.
Pretty much, Trey turned into a yandere.
Yeah, I did. I was just so sad and so mad. But so yeah, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens on Raw tomorrow. Hopefully, there's some good follow-ups. And yeah.
No, pretty much. I'm agreeing with all of you guys. The funny thing about it is like coming back, and y'all know I've been hating all the fucking shows lately. I gave all like the recent Raw and SmackDown like a 1 out of 5. So y'all know, yeah. But this one actually brought me a little bit back. I'm like, okay, see, WWE, this is what you can do. And actually thinking about most of these matches. Like y'all said, that was the trend of the night. Great matches with bad finishes, but it makes me like really looking at that Sasha Banks versus Charlotte match. Let the wrestlers do what they do best, wrestle. Yeah. I hate it when like the committee or like anything, because you can tell that whole little Mick Foley thing that they had going on. Mm-hmm. That was probably somebody in the back doing something like, oh my God, like the wrestlers can do what they want, but wouldn't it be cool if they just like a little nod or homage to like Mick Foley? Like she actually gets carried out in the stretcher. Like that just feels committee to me the more I think about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, let the wrestlers do what they do best. Because look at Charlotte. Look what they did. Look what Sasha and Charlotte did. When they was actually wrestling, it was fucking amazing. So just let them do Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. When they wrestle, it's fucking great. Yeah. Just let them do what they do. Let them do what they do best. And I said like this pay-per-view would have been a 4 out of 5 for that convoluted Metal Gear Solid ending with that fucking New Day
Metal Gear Solid ending
with the fucking Sheamus and Cesaro and the New Day. Like that holy shit. Like I said, Trey, you explained that shit to me and I still don't know what the fuck happened. So I'm like, what? So yeah, it goes down to like a 3.
And whoever's booking this shit, people like pace this not pace it, but like, dude, like don't start your good shit off. Like, why start the show off with the main event or one of the main events? And why would you start like? I understand giving the women the Hell in a Cell match, and I understand having the woman like main event the match. That's cool too. But like, don't do both in one night. It's I mean, they botched it a little bit tonight too, and there's a lot of things that could have went wrong, and it could have been a boar fest, and you ended it off really fucking weird. I don't know who the fuck's decision was. Hey, why don't you just throw on the table? Like, I've been throwing on the table just like Sasha Banks did, and I've gone up like, oh man, that fucking hurt. Like, whatever. And this knocked her out.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked in the lunchroom before. Get the fuck up, Sasha.
Yeah.
And the way she sold it too, like she was a rag doll. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So terrible.
Saints Row graphics and shit.
I was about to say GTA 5 and shit. She got wasted.
Yeah. Yeah, people. But like I said, man, I don't know about the show. It was cool, but hey, tomorrow night we're doing a Raw reaction on Halloween. And for all of you guys listening to us right now, I wanted to say Happy Halloween to y'all. You guys are awesome. And it's been the Ringside Hangout. So once again, we hang out at Ringside. We hang out with you guys. And if you guys want to come on in on Friday, we're going to be talking about Be the Booker again. We just did that last week with Mickie James and Asuka. And this next week, we're going to be talking about the rebranding and the just building up TNA again, because man, they need our help, man, and we're gonna help them. We're gonna give them the fucking
they need a fucking prayer. That's what they fucking need. Yeah. Shout out to Bob. What is his name? Bob
531.
531. Yeah. Shout out to that guy because he actually put in our comment section about what he would do with Be the Booker last time when we did it with Mickie James, building her up to like WrestleMania, this year's WrestleMania. And I would suggest everybody that's watching this actually go in the comment section and read it. It's actually not that bad. So it's like, damn, it's actually really good. He put a lot of work into it. Like you could just tell the wrestling fans. I love the passion that the wrestling community has sometimes when they show it. Even though Nick fucking hates the internet wrestling community sometimes.
I really fucking do. Like tonight, people like they do a suplex, whatever. It's like, this is awesome. Dun, 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 dun. It's like he just did a like let him do some awesome shit before he starts saying he's awesome. Like, give him a chance. So, but Bob Blob 531. By the way, what the fuck's up with that name, bro? But it's okay. Actually, the main thing too that I want to put emphasis on this is the fact that you put so much effort into this, and I love reading it, and I want you guys to do that too. But hey, man, we're open to having you come on the show and actually tell us with your voice, with your beautiful voice, what you feel should be, Be the Booker and whatnot. So hey, man, tell us if we suck. Tell us if we're not that great. There's a whole comment section here. They can etch it in. Oh, look at that. But yeah, people, just feel free to do that. And I think we're done. Anthony, what do we see at the end of every show?
At the end of every single show, because I can't do this by myself, I need the community. On three. 1, 2, 3. Attack.
We did the show twice. Oh God, please not the other one.
Oh wait, I wasn't recording. Oh no.
No.
We're gonna do it all over again.
3 times.
Wait, Nick, are you serious?